Welcome to Gamers Two Cents. We're the gaming bros, not the gaming pros. Here with Half Baked Villain today. His comrades
How's it
out
going?
doing his thing.
Yeah, comrades out. It's just me and Saab today. Thank you for joining us. Saab, you
I
wanna
can I can
lead us?
speak. I can speak.
Yeah, you wanna lead us into the first topic, whatever we're talking about today?
Whatever we talking about. We did not talk about the trailers. We talked about the Game Awards, and now we're gonna talk about some of the trailers. But basically, we're gonna rank them or say how we feel about it based on what we saw. So we're gonna start out with the Free Shepherd. That's the one with the dog. It's a shepherd guiding the sheep. Um, I put that me in. Okay, hold on. See, I'm confusing myself. I'm looking where I typed it. Where the hell is it? Oh yeah, here we go. Ooh, excuse me. I put it in interested, and my comments are dog. Did you see this trailer?
No, I didn't. I didn't see the trailer with the dog and the sheep, unfortunately.
All right, so he's got a no
Um,
comment.
I will have no comment on this one, but a dog and a sheep sounds very compelling so far. I'll say that much.
It's because he likes dogs.
I do like dogs.
All right, moving on. Decrepit. Decrepit. That's the first person. Did you see that? It looks like a dungeon crawler type first person, and maybe Souls like.
Was that posted in the group?
Yes. Oh shit! Did you see it?
Hmm. I don't
This.
see it.
Uh oh. He lost himself.
I, I don't see Decrepit in the group.
All right, you started.
Um,
You're basically waking up in like a dungeon in a castle, and you're holding a lantern. It starts out. You got to escape captivity. It says it's all freaky enemies.
mm-hmm.
So
Freaky enemies.
yeah. So my
Okay.
comments are basically the thing that stands out the most is the enemy designs in this trailer. Looks very good.
Okay.
Looks very interesting. I am. That is in my very interested category.
Okay. 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 Sounds good so far. Sounds like we're starting off good. Decrepit. Oh, here it is. I did click it. I just didn't watch it yet.
Okay.
But after skimming through it, wait, I saw
You
this
can
game
skip it.
before.
Yeah, you can
We
skip it.
watched this before.
No, that's the other one. We saw another one.
Are
It
you
was a
sure?
different. Yes, I'm sure. I know what you're
I don't
talking
know if
about
you
too.
know. No, I don't think you do.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, anywho, after skimming through this, it looks interesting.
Yeah.
Um, I'd give it a shot. When it's like half off, maybe. But yeah, I'll wrap my take up with that. It looks interesting. If somebody here is a fan of Morrowind or Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls, they might like this game. From this trailer, I'll say. What's the next game, Saab?
Yes, that is my very interested because the enemy
Mhm.
designs already. I like the whole aesthetic, but yeah. Next one, and I put this in very interested for a reason. It's called Audio Mech. That's where you. It's like a arcade shooter. You're playing a ship and you're playing a bullet hell, but it's based on your music. Now, this is something not new where you play your music in a game. Why I'm interested in this is nobody fucking downloads MP3s no more. So how you gonna play your own music?
Mm-hmm.
What is this streaming? What like that's the most interesting part. Like how nobody does MP3s no more. How are you releasing this game nowadays?
I mean, people just People just hire some composers to make video game music.
No, you play against your own music.
Your own music?
Yes, do you
Like
not?
music, so music you no, I seen it. Like I watched the trailer and it looks really interesting, but I think I missed that part where they said you can
Fight
upload your own
against
music.
your music, which I don't get. What music you listen to on a playlist? Like what? That's why I'm confused. Your music
Uh,
powers your weapon, so I'm like, I don't
I
get it.
think they just mean your music as the music coming from your mech in the game. I think that's all they mean. If I were to guess. But yeah, I wish listed in the store and I'm probably gonna try the demo soon.
All
It
right,
looks
so you
pretty
tell us
cool.
about it.
It's a mech game and it's a rhythm game, and those two things combined make me happy. So that's a win for me. So I'm interested in that.
All right, so next trailer was Pragmata. That's the one with the guy in the suit, armored suit, and
And the little girl.
the android girl. Yeah. So I know nothing else about it. I'm really not looking at too many trailers because I'm already interested because it's puzzle. The gameplay is puzzle. That's why.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
obviously, the
I
android girl is the like mystery thing around that thing, the story. I don't have
yeah, I
high
thought it
hopes for
looked
the story.
pretty cool. I thought it looked pretty cool so far for a trailer. It made me interested in see what's next. So I'm definitely I wish list that on Steam too. Don't know anything about it really, but definitely has my interest peaked for sure.
I'm peaked because of the gameplay. And you know, Capcom hasn't really. This is a new IP, so
Mm-hmm. Yep. Correct.
yeah. Moving
So,
on. Like I
oh,
said, that's in my very interested. My personal, another very interested is Bradley the Badger. It's a cartoon. It's a character platformer. We haven't seen one of those in quite some time. There's not a lot of them nowadays. But this one looked
no, there is.
interesting. The mechanics looks very puzzle heavy. So you got to solve all these like hopefully creative puzzles and just fun platforming. And the character sounds pretty cool. So yeah, not much to say about it, but other than that, those are my comments about it. Bradley the Badger.
I'll probably get this
I'll
when the
probably get
price
this on a
drop.
sale.
Yeah. You gotta be smart about these things. It looks cool though. Looks charming. I like the character. Um, Reminds me of Sly Cooper. Not the character exactly, but the art style. Um, so I would put this on my wish list. Keep an eye out for it. Not sure what is it gonna be. I'm going off what you're saying, so I'm assuming platforming. But it looks pretty cool so far. Looks pretty cool. I'm interested. Next game, Saab.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
And the first
oh, Stupid Never Dies. It was like a punk rock type music video in the beginning, and then it was like
Mm-hmm.
zombies. There's like zombie gameplay. So my comments is about just punk rock and zombie, and I'm sleeping on this game.
I'm
I'm
sleeping on it
sleeping it.
too. It looked like I don't know. It didn't look bad, but it didn't really look like my kind of game, I guess. Um, this looked like what's the name of the genre that Arc Raiders is? What is it called? Like extraction shooter or something like that?
Okay,
It's
and
called extraction. I'm asking you, asshole.
yes,
Damn. Oh, so is it that in the same category?
it doesn't
Stupid
look
Never
like
Dies.
looks
I
like
don't know.
this. It's a single
I'm
player.
just
Looks like
I don't know. I'm speculating. It looks like an extraction shooter, so I wasn't sure, but I don't know. I'll probably pass on this one personally. I could see this game being for other people who might enjoy that type of art style or vibe. That's kind of like Jet Grind Radio Future, that type of art style. um I forgot the name of it, but that's like the best way I could put it. But I'm gonna pass on this one. What's the next game, Saab?
But it was a nice music video, wasn't it? The song.
I guess
All right, let's
it was
move on.
okay.
Next trailer is Divinity. This goes under my CGI movie list, which means it's fucking basically nothing. This, I think, was still the wildest trailer at the 2025 Game Awards. There was whipping, there was like demonic stuff. There, some lady having sexual intercourse with a lizard thing, and yeah, it told me nothing really about the game. No gameplay, I mean, but it was highly entertaining. What did you think?
Yeah, the cutscene was cool. Um, I'm more of a fan of getting hype over the gameplay, but I can see why people would look at this and have their interest piqued. Um, looks like it's gonna be a pretty dark game based off the trailer. I don't know, but yeah, it looks cool. I'll keep an eye out for it. I yeah, I would keep an eye out for it. I'm not completely interested in it yet until I actually see more of the game, but just off the cutscene or the trailer, it does look interesting. And I'll leave it at that.
Really? You didn't think it was the wildest trailer?
Um, I mean, it
Really,
was.
you can't replay. There's no way you can't replay that trailer without getting demonetized. All that shit on there.
I'm not saying I don't think it was wild, as in the shock wasn't there, but it didn't impress me. But that's only because I'm not really into just trailers that don't show gameplay. I need
Yeah,
some
I got
gameplay.
you. Still, I think it was terrific. CGI, but terrific. Moving on. Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic. My response to this, okay, and I don't have no high hopes, even if the original director of the first game is here. I think that way negatively because of how the industry is. And Star Wars hasn't been in. I know the video games have been in a better place ish, but still, I don't have no faith. You?
Um, I don't really. I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not really interested, to be honest. Um, but if you're a Star Wars fan, I could see why somebody would be interested, because it's a new Star Wars game, and who wouldn't want more Star Wars games? But me personally, it doesn't do anything for me,
I
and I'll
got you.
leave it at that.
All right, so next is For Loop. It is a PlayStation game working with J.J. Abrams gaming company. This is their first game. J.J. Abrams is a Hollywood director. He just recently directed that new Superman movie that came out.
Mm-hmm.
My comments about this game is another. Oh, I put it in sleeping category for me, and it's another typical co-op online shooter, 4 players seems. And I said, oh, J.J. Abrams screwed up Star Wars. Yep. So those were my comments. That's the one with the purple people, and they're like jetpacks, and they get.
Oh, yeah, that was odd to me. That one didn't really do much for me. I was trying to give it a chance, but it was just kind of like, I don't know I don't know. Doesn't really look like my type of game. I'll say that much. Leave it at that.
Leave it at that. Sleeping for me.
Yeah.
Next, Coven of the Chicken Foot. This one. Oh, why did I put it there? Move this up. I had it interested, but it's supposed to be in my very interested. Um, there's a beast, my comments, and the other thing is The Last Guardian. Very much reminds me of that. Oh, I like the art style too, actually, too. Did you see that? The lady with the old lady with the chicken feet, and she's guiding a beast
Mm-hmm.
around.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like the art style of this one.
yeah.
It's very,
So
very, very cool. Very well done. I like the cell shaded art style, and they did a good job with it in this game too. Yeah, I'm interested in this one
is
as well.
directed by the guy. I think he directed The Last of Us. So
Oh, okay. So storyline or plot should be pretty good then.
hopefully, yeah. But yeah,
Hopefully.
moving on. That's a very interesting game. Um, On Toes. Oh shit. Oh shit. On Toes. That's the, what did I say? I said just, oh, it's in my just exist category. That means
Hmm.
I neither had a negative. Oh no, no, hold on, wrong one. On Toes is in my interested. That's
Okay.
the. It's the game from the creators of Soma, and I put it interested because Soma has a freaking great story. Like that story, unraveling all that, amazing. Amazing. However, Soma, I had to deduct a lot of points because the gameplay was standard.
Yeah.
So my most that I put it interested because I'm so interested about the gameplay. Will it be better than Soma? I understand you can't fight creatures and stuff, but it was the gameplay wasn't very interesting in a way where you're empowered. You know, you don't have no power. So yeah, it looks very dystopian and just just that's all I can say about it. And hopefully, like I said, it turns out well in the future when it comes out. What about you? Did you see this trailer? I had the
Yeah,
rats, all the. Go ahead. Sorry.
um Antos, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. Um, I'm not sure what kind of game it is. You compared it to what game just now?
It's no, it's done by the. It's created by Soma.
Oh, Soma. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's gonna be like a open world. Um, I don't know. It looks interesting though. Yeah, definitely looks interesting. I'd put it on the interest. Sorry, my cat's messing with me right now. I would put it on the interested list, and yeah, I don't know. Looks interesting just based off the cutscene. Since it's not a full cinematic trailer, I can make a small assumption that the gameplay might be close to that because it looks like a first person-ish kind of game. Um, but yeah, definitely keep an eye out for this one. That's all I have to say.
I have high hopes of the story, just the gameplay, like I said. Other than that, we're moving on. Next trailer Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil, aka Resident Evil Requiem. This is obviously the is very interested. What was my thing said? Oh, my comments are: will it be a funny story? Will it be a fun story? Question mark. The split between scary and action, which is the woman. Her name is Grace, so she's gonna be the scary section because she's not tough and all that stuff. And action is Leon. What else in my comments? I said should have ended the Game Awards with this trailer. Should have been the last one, basically. And my last comment is Porsche. Yeah. So did you see this trailer?
Yeah, I saw it. It looks cool.
Nope.
I hope they make it a first person shooter like they did with Resident Evil 7. That's just my personal thing. Or if not, I hope they take it back to the fixed camera angled gameplay style like they did with Resident Evil 1. But that's just kind of wishful thinking. But just based off the trailer, it looks cool. It's interesting. It's Resident Evil. They're usually pretty good at making trailers that grab people. They don't really miss with that, at least not as far as I know. So yeah, I'd definitely be interested in this one. That's what I'll say on that.
No comments about the Porsche?
What about the Porsche?
You driving a Porsche?
Oh well, the Porsche is nice, but I'd
That's the
probably
second
get.
Porsche. That's the second Porsche we've seen in a video game because the first one is I've seen the. We're not talking about in racing games, but in other properties is Heretic. That's the
Hmm.
Naughty Dog game where they're flying a ship and it says Porsche on the back of the ship. So I'm like, okay, sure, we're gonna
Oh,
get people in, and we're gonna get companies in these things. But yeah, moving on. Order of the Sinking Star World. That's the puzzle game. It was made 10 years in the making by the guy who made Braid and The Witness. Those are two highly praised puzzle games. Doesn't look like much, but knowing the what's a word you can say, the high praise The Witness and Braid got in the past when it released, very very highly rated. I have high hopes for this. I've never played Braid. I've played a bit of The Witness. Fun game, but yeah, so I like puzzle games. Puzzle games are some of my most played stuff, I believe, in my categories, but so I'm highly interested in this. It's not a looker, it's a worker. I see it more of a blue collar. It'll do the job and it'll do it just right. Do you see it?
yeah, it looks cool. Not my kind of game, but if somebody is into this style, they looks like they'll have a lot of fun with this. It looks like a fairly big game based off the map size. Looks like you'll have a good time with this, playing this a long time. Me personally, I'll pass on this. Not my kind of game, really.
It makes
That's
sense.
all.
All right.
Mhm.
Next is Exodus. Jesus. What was my comment? Exodus World. Wow. I said definitely see the Mass Effect inspiration. However, still met in my eyes. Could change in the future. Has movie scenes, but actually show gameplay. So it's my just exists category. Neither have any negative, neither any positive. It's just there. What do you think?
Um, it looks, it looks, it looks kind of fun. Um, it looks like it might be I mean, it looks like it can be a Souls-like game with the theme
What the
being,
fuck are you watching, bro? It's the sci-fi Exodus World.
yes,
Souls.
and they showed gameplay in there,
Yeah, it was
and the
Mass Effect.
gameplay,
Like,
I mean, the guy was getting attacked by this mechanical beast, and even though he didn't have the signature white dot that you see in a lot of Souls-like games, it's a trailer, so that's probably why it wasn't there. But just looking at the combat and stuff and how fast it was and how he rolled out the way, I don't know if this is a game that's going to be Souls-like, except with the theme of the space battle opera, um, like Star Wars or Mass Effect or whatever, or or this is just going to be something that leans more into the gameplay of Mass Effect, where you're going to be taking cover and using strategy and stuff. I don't know. That's what I thought initially when I seen the gun, but then when I see the gameplay and see how fast it is, I see it could be a Souls-like too. It looks cool. Nothing that really grabbed my attention much. I'd have to see the game explained more, and that's all I have to say there.
bro, you gotta trigger me when you say Souls. Like, it looks Mass Effect.
Souls-like, Souls-like, Souls-like,
No,
Souls-like.
that was bad. Anyways, moving on. Warlock Dungeons and Dragons. Oh shit, I keep forgetting I have the audio on. Looking through it again. Yeah, it's just a CGI trailer. What were my comments on this one? It is just a CGI trailer. Yeah, so you.
Yeah, pretty much how I feel. Nothing really much to say there about it.
All right, moving on. Next one was Gang of Dragon. We spoke about this earlier. There's no gameplay. It's made. Yeah. Oh, Ma Dong Seok. That's the star in it, and it's done by the Like a Dragon creator. So there was a funny YouTube thing. Somebody said so the guy left Sega, stopped making Like a Dragon just to make another Like a Dragon, which is hilarious. I think. Um,
Ah,
Shut your ass up. Anyways, I have nothing else to say about it because it's just a CGI trailer. So
yeah.
or
If it's
cutscene.
anything like Yakuza, I'll probably get it in the future because Yakuza games are all goated and they're great.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll leave it like that. I'll leave it at that.
Moving on. Lego Batman. That I am very interested in. My comments were, if I can find it in this bitch. I don't even know. Oh no, I'm not very. It's in my interested. Arkham fight style, basically. It's open world, I think too. But basically, it's just that. I know you're gonna be like, it's a Lego game. Move on.
It's a Lego game. Move on.
All right. Tomb Raider. These were two announcements. Uh, it announced both Legacy of Atlantis and Catalyst. And what were my comments on this? It's my very interested. Oh no, it's not. It's in Just Exist. That's right. I'm excited she's back because it's a new model that I like. My other comments were Amazon Game Studios had to honor contract because really they don't exist pretty much like that anymore. Um, and it's a remake of the first game that Atlantis one. So yeah, I think I just said it just exists. I'm not excited because it's just Tomb Raider, and I don't know. I haven't been very excited because there hasn't been one in a while. So I think that's why. I think I need to see more.
Yeah, Tomb Raider. Trailer looked cool. I
It
guess if
did.
you're a Tomb Raider fan, you would probably be hyped for it. I kind of fell off Tomb Raider playing the PlayStation. That was the last Tomb Raider game I played. I think it was Tomb Raider 2. Um, Not because Tomb Raider games aren't good. It's just I found other games that I thought were more interesting. Um, but it's cool to see Tomb Raider still going this whole time after seeing it since I was a kid. Um, who knows? Maybe I'll give it a shot if I see it for a good sale. But since I'm not really a big Tomb Raider fan and don't really follow the series, this isn't something I'm really hyped for. And that's all I have to say there.
I put in Just Exist because it's made by who the fuck makes this again? IO Interactive.
Naughty Dog.
Shut up! No, the hell? It's not
I thought it
Naughty
was Naughty.
Dog.
I thought it was Naughty Dog.
No, it's Amazon Game Studios in combination with you got me all fucked up right now. You got me all fucked up. Crystal
Go.
Dynamics. Crystal Dynamics, Flying Wild Hog, which I don't know who that is, and maybe they're an Amazon Game Studio. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I don't have any much faith in Crystal Dynamics for a while, so that's why. Moving on. Taking too long on this shit. Invincible versus. I put this in the sleeping category, and I said fighting game. I think I need to see more of this. That's why. It looks promising. I look not promising, but potential. It has potential because pretty sure it's made by a company that has a lot of passionate fighting game developers that want to create a good fighting game. So that's the reason why I think it has potential, but it's still sleeping the trailer on me.
Yeah, there's some potential there. They have the gameplay mechanics of different tag games kind of fused in there. But me personally, right now at these stages, the gameplay I've seen looks really janky and the art style does not appeal. It doesn't look good to me. I know it's still earlier stages, but just based off speculation, this looks like a hard pass on my book. I will not be buying this game at all.
I
Not even on
think
sale.
I think
But
you'll get your mind changed when it's at Evo because it's gonna be at Evo. Remember,
I don't give a
So
rat's ass if it's on the goddamn moon. I ain't playing that shit. That shit looks fucking trash. And I know they're trying to push that shit because they got all the top players, talking about it. And we got this person behind it. We got that person. I think they have Justin Wong, who's like behind helping with the development or has like a little hearsay in the development of this game. But it's like this still looks really mediocre, honestly below mediocre to me. Hoping that changes, but I this game I stopped caring about this a while ago, but we'll see what happens.
you gotta
I'm done.
you gotta care about these new fighting games because not a lot of fighting games. First of all, as you see, I guess because
I
the
care
fight.
about good fighting games, not every
That's
fighting game.
that's what I'm saying. There's not a lot of fighting games.
Yeah, well, this game don't look good so far.
Yeah, at least it's honest. At least it's not lying with a fake trailer. It's showing you that it's in development. I like that.
I don't care. It's still shit to me. You don't
Uh,
get brownie points for being honest.
all right, fuck you. Next. All right. Orbital Worlds. The fuck is that? I gotta go through. It's a Kepler game. Oh, yeah. Orbital Worlds. Orbitals World. I don't know how to say. Anyways, this is by Kepler. They're what's it called? Releasing it. Whatever the fuck you want to say. Anyways, yeah. What did I say about this game? This is in my very interested. It is definitely split fiction inspired, and I love the 80s anime style. I love it. Dad, I fell in love with this trailer when I saw that shit. That was the number one thing when I saw this. I said, oh my god, the art style is so fucking awesome. Reminds me of those early times before nowadays. Now everybody has to have sharp, jagged edges on anime characters and shit nowadays. Why can't we go back to that classic 80s, you know? But yeah. Oh, one negative thing is that it's a Switch 2 exclusive. Did you see this trailer?
Yep. Yep, and I like the art style too. I'll definitely be getting it once it comes to Steam eventually. Um,
Okay.
Yep, I will be grabbing it then. But yeah, it looks very cool. Looks like a cool, fun co-op game to just play with somebody at the couch or whatever. Cool split screen thing. I'm digging it. Definitely
I'm,
gonna get that when that
I'm
comes out.
yep, I'm digging it as well. Forest 3. Oh, this is where this you see it in Travel. They're in a spaceship and then they crash. I've never played the other Forest games, so I really have no opinion, and it looks just like another survival game, so that's pretty much my comment on that.
Yeah, environments look really cool. I don't know what kind of game this is. It looks like you said, survival, I guess. But really digging the environment and the creatures so far. Looks very cool. Especially that part where that half-bodied mutant girl is walking through a yellow glowing square in the river. That looked really cool. And looked like it probably had some cool symbolism or something that could relate to the lore in the game. So I'm interested in it. I never played the other Forest games, so I don't know what to expect. But I'm interested. Looks cool.
All right, moving on. Diablo 4: Lord of the Hatred. Um, I actually have ranked this. I said it's in my CGI movie, which is the lowest under sleeping. Sleeping. I said yes, it is another CGI movie, but damn, Blizzard knows how to make these so entertaining.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. I'm pretty. They don't show gameplay usually. Sometimes I think because usually what this is, it's more like a character movie thing, and then you get to play the character in the game. Like right now, I think if you pre-ordered it or something like that after this trailer or whatever, you get to play that paladin character in the. You get to use it before the expansion comes out. I believe.
Hmm.
So
Well, I'll say Diablo. I
the
never
CG.
really
We're talking
played
about the trailer
Diablo.
though. We're talking about the trailer.
Yeah, I'm talking about the trailer.
Oh shit. Okay, my bad.
Diablo, I never really played Diablo games before, but I don't know. Well, I tried them, but I couldn't get into them. That's what I should say. I have friends who are big Diablo fans. Um, I think part of the reason I couldn't get into it is that it's like a top-down game, and I don't know, it just didn't really appeal to me that much. I'll at least glance at this to see if maybe this will be the game that I can get in with my friends. But other than that, I don't really have much to say on the trailer because it's a cutscene or I mean, it's no gameplay, so can't say much there. But if you're a Diablo fan, of course you're gonna be hyped for this because it's a new Diablo game, and Diablo has a pretty strong fan base. So I'll leave it at that.
All right, moving
So,
on.
hmm
Hold on. 007 First Light. I think he's the villain they revealed, and Bauma is his name. It was a whole CGI trailer, and my comments are Lenny Kravitz. I love that musician, but I don't know really how to feel about him being a celebrity in another video game. You know what I mean? Like, I just got to see how it goes. That's it, basically. But yeah, it goes in my CGI movie. Any comments about this?
um, I don't know. Lenny Kravitz is very unexpected, but it's welcomed, I guess. Um, we'll see what happens. That's all I can say.
Basically,
Uh,
yeah.
kind of with the Keanu Reeves and Cyberpunk 2077 thing. It was very unexpected, but we'll see what happens. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'll keep my eye out for it. I kind of forgot about 007 games. No shade to them or anything, but
Yeah, I haven't made
I
one in
just,
a while. In a long
yeah,
time,
so
actually. So,
we'll see what happens with this. And that's all I have to say.
all right, moving on. Warframe trailer premiere. Don't. I forget what the freak it was. Me. It's. What did I say about this thing? Sleeping. Space Ninjas. Game makes me sleepy because we played it. Remember, long time ago.
Yep.
And it was very grindy. It had the action, but like I couldn't play for so long, so I'm sleeping on it.
Yeah, me too. I like Warframe. Very action-packed game. I really like the action, but it's too grindy for me, and it just gets too repetitive fast. If you have a friend to play with, it's fun, but other than that, no, no. So I'm not really hyped for this. I'll keep my eye out for it just to see what new features they add. Maybe they'll add something to make me want to try the game again. But other than that, nah, I'm not really gonna be looking at this game like that. So
All
that's all
right,
I have to say.
moving on.
Oh
Lords of the
man.
Fallen 2. I really have no. I think I'm. What the fuck did I put here? I don't remember what I put here. Oh, Lords of the Fallen 2. Sleeping for now. I said because Lords of the Fallen was one of those games when it released first time, it was not reviewed very well. Like it had a lot of bad reviews. That's all I know about it. So you know how in Cyberpunk and other some other games they revamped the gameplay to be completely different from what it was before. That's what
Yeah.
happened to Lords of the Fallen. It completely revamped the first game, and it reviewed so much better, like and much better. So now they're continuing that with the part two, and I think they're going. I think they're very confident in it because of how the reviews came out on that revamp. So for me, I wasn't interested because obviously bad reviews, so I had no interest. So now there you go. I'm still sleeping, but good luck to them. What did you think?
Um, looks cool. I never played the first Lords of the Fallen. This looks like a Souls-like game, so I could be wrong. Just going off what I know. Um, but it looks cool. Very action-packed, gory, stuff like that. I probably won't be keeping an eye out for this, but yeah, that's all I have to say there.
You know who played this game? I knew I learned more. I watched a bit of it too. Was the Detox? He played it, and I'm pretty sure it was because it was a soul like, and he did not like it. but he played it when they
Mhm.
revamped, and I think he thought it was much better. So
Mm.
that's another reason. So yeah, moving
Okay.
on. Sorrows. This is the PlayStation. This is the actual PlayStation showcase. This is the same team that made Resogun, Return, all these arcade bullet hell like shooters, and they're coming back with Sorrows. It looks more story heavy, and I it's in my very interested. I don't know what else I can say. I am very interested in this first because it's a PlayStation developed. They usually hit high marks, and I really like Housemark. I like their past games. I forget what other past game. I played Resogun. I played some other games they played, but I can't come off my head right now. But I like them. I like them a lot. And with PlayStation funding them more, they can make even better arcade shooters. So, yeah, I have high hopes for this one.
Yeah, it looks cool. Don't you have a game like this on PS5 that you
People
first
say
bought?
people say it looks like Returnal, and
Yeah, that's the game.
I get it, and obviously, yeah, they're gonna build upon that gameplay style. So I want to see how much they enhance that gameplay style. I don't want to just say it looks like Returnal, because what happens is you're gonna say this is the same as Returnal, like Ghost of Yota. I mean Ghost of Tsushima. Everybody saw Ghost of this is Ghost of Tsushima, but never really played it. But that gameplay is actually really, really good. Like people just talking out of their ass. It really is good. The gameplay is much better than the first one. But that's an example where I don't want to call it looks like Returnal,
Hmm.
because I'm just gonna be talking out my ass like most people.
Word.
So yeah, that's
There
on
you,
my
brother.
highly interested. Shut up. Anyways, No Law World. Um, it's by Krafton, so I'm gonna assume that this is AI heavy focused instead of using real workers. But I'm not trying to pick on them. They're under a very big lawsuit right now. Um, I don't want to support them because the shit practice they do. But it just looks like RoboCop dystopian type stuff. So it's not much shown off here, to be honest. So that's only my comments. That's it. You?
Um, Yeah, I mean, they're showing off some environment. Looks like it's gonna be some futuristic type of thing going on here. I don't know. I'm kind of interested, but maybe I'd try it after I'm done with like Cyberpunk or something. Side note, the character at 105, the buff dude with the jacket and the beard and the hair, kind of looks like Saab, except Saab's just a little bit more chunkier. Um,
Anyways, moving on. Total War 40,000 Warhammer, whatever. It's the one with
mhm.
it's the Warhammer Total War. And I think, like everybody else says, they missed a moment to call it Total Warhammer 40,000. Um, it's heavy CGI introduction, and they showed a bit of the gameplay, a couple seconds at the end. When they pulled out and shown a couple seconds of the gameplay, I believe that's the gameplay. So it's not like I'm. It's hard to show off for RTS. You know what you're getting, right?
Mhm.
So it's more like you got to see what the features are and stuff. So I have total confidence that this team can do it because their past RTS games are great, good to great. So, but yeah, it looked quite amazing from the couple seconds of stuff I saw. I said, yeah, that looks badass. I thought that looks badass. You play RTS games? I don't know if you do actually.
Real-time strategy?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I do. Um, can I think of any off the top of my head right now? No. But yeah, I play some. Warhammer though, I never touched this series. So I honestly don't have much to say about this except the trailer looks cool. Looks like it's gonna be another solid Warhammer game if you're a fan of that. And
Yeah, there's a
I'll leave it
lot
at
of war. That's true. There is a lot more Warhammer games coming out. Ever since
that.
I feel like ever since that Warhammer Space Marine 2 game, they just been going ham with all the games. Because there was
Sounds
Warhammer
like they're
games
strike-
before.
Sounds like they're striking while the iron is hot.
As they should. I think it's in. I've never played the expensive board game. I don't know what you call that. You know the little figurines you have to pay and paint and stuff.
Tabletop.
The table, yes, thank you. That the game can get very expensive. So, more of the video games, yeah. I'd rather play that than pay about $5,000 to $10,000 for all that shit. But yeah, that's my
Mhm.
comment on that. Moving on. This was my biggest surprise of the Game
Okay.
Awards. Ace Combat 8, Wings of Thief. Bro,
Mm.
that came out of nowhere. That was the most surprising trailer by far because I thought like that Ace Combat is done. How is it gonna survive in this? There's no reason for another Ace Combat in the era of gaming. But my gosh, it looks more story heavy too. I want to see how the graphics is. I like the Ace Combat. It's the best jet gameplay. Or I could say it's the second best. Or it's the one of the only two off my head. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I usually whenever I think of airplanes or aircrafts, I think of Microsoft Flight Simulator and Ace Combat. The two of the pinnacle of anything that has to deal with flying, you know? And I could be wrong, but I'm just thinking in that way. But yeah, I'm excited. And what about you?
I never really cared for those airplane jet shooter dogfight type of games. My brother liked those games, but wasn't expecting the Ace Combat 8. I'm not sure who asked for this, not trying to be mean, but I don't really know too many Ace Combat fans, but Ace Combat's always welcomed, I guess. So that's all I really have to say about that.
It makes sense because it's not a game you expect. But yeah, more of that, please. Next, Star Wars Galactic Racer.
This looks sick.
This one feels like
This
a
looks
video
sick.
game.
Yes, this looks sick.
It reminds me of PS2, Xbox, just games that just who cares? Put the realism out, just release something. Yeah, I'm very interested in this racer. It's just racing. Sounds
Me
stupid,
too.
but why not? I like more of this, please. Um,
I enjoyed the one for PlayStation, so I'm gonna enjoy this.
so
It
yeah.
was a lot of fun. I had fun playing in my TIE Fighter, and yeah, definitely hyped for this one. This looks like it's gonna be, and I could tell, especially if they do this right with the graphics, it could be a really cool fucking game. So I'm definitely hyped for this one. Probably
Alright.
the trailer I was most hyped for out of all the damn trailers, to be honest.
All right,
But
so
yeah, that's all I have to say.
yeah, moving on. Uh, Out of Words. This is the trailer where they make the puppets and they put it into the game. Stop motion, basically. Did you
Mm-hmm.
see it? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's all.
yeah, I like how creative the art is. Basically, I love that type of artistic stuff because I myself love art. Um, So yeah, it looks like just a 2D platformer, and it's co-op, obviously. So pretty much, not much is shown off, and I'm very interested.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'd probably get it when it's half off. Art style reminds me of like Nightmare Before Christmas or Gumby. Um, yeah, looks cool. Based can't really say much because they didn't show much, but so far it looks cool. I'll
All
leave it
right,
at that.
moving on. Phantom Blade Zero. This one was one of the more looked people want to see, and yeah, it looks very actioning. Doesn't look Dark Souls. Looks like a very in Ninja Gaiden, maybe I could say that. I don't. It's not as fast paced, but it looks a lot more fast paced. Doesn't look like. Hopefully, you'll just take two shots and you're dead. I want a very back and forth gameplay. So, I am interested in this game. My like you said it looks Souls like, and that's the part I do not want it to seem. I don't want that. I just there's so many of that. Can we just get another 3D fast paced action? You know what I mean? Those time we used to play those on PS2 and GameCube and 360. You know what I mean? Or
Those games
Xbox.
are out there. You're just gonna have to either do some more digging or get a PC to play those really cool games that are made by indie developers. I
Or
stumbled across a few.
they just
Um,
need to get back into the popular limelight. Not everything has to be
um,
Souls like, because everything Souls like is the thing now, and it's been for like a decade.
yeah, this definitely looks Souls-like though, and I say that because of that white dot, that the white dot reticle that's on the enemy. I see that in all Souls-like game. Elden Ring, Lies of P, it's in that game too. That little white dot. Um, Sekiro. So whenever I see that little white dot target on an enemy, that immediately tells my brain it's gonna be a Souls-like game.
I
But
think
we'll see
those
what
are,
happens.
I think those are just a thing now, because I think in Ninja Gaiden has it too, the new one.
Oh,
That's
really?
fast pay. I believe, I swear, but I could be wrong. But I was watching somebody on Twitch play it, and I saw that lock on. But never know. I might be wrong. Like I said, but yeah, I understand what you mean. So
So
yeah.
we'll see what happens with that. We'll see.
All right, moving on. Mega Man Dual Override. This is another surprise I did not expect. They had the whole orchestra playing the song in the beginning, and then they showed off. Whoa! The fuck was that?
Sorry.
Yeah, it was just showing Mega Man. The funny thing is, out of this trailer is that it's coming in 2027. I'm like, God damn, that's a long ass time away for a 2D.
Way too long.
But yeah, it is way too long, but I wonder, yeah, I'm so curious. Either Capcom has a lot of releases during the year of 2026, so they're just spacing it out, or I wouldn't know other than that. But it's exciting to see Mega Man back. And the thing is, this is old school. This is 2D. They didn't go into 3D. They didn't succumb to the what's good looking now. You know what I mean? It's very old school, and
Mhm.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it looks cool. If you're a Mega Man fan, it's a great time to be alive. I do think they released this trailer way too early. I get it. It's Mega Man. He's big, but
Hold
to
on,
be
hold on,
honest,
hold on. Keep talking about it. Hold on.
um, but to be honest, I think people are gonna forget about this by the end of the year, unless they come out with games that'll support or lead up to this release. Because it's just way too early to announce this, in my opinion. Just way too early. But looks like a cool game. Definitely looks like a cool game if you're a Mega Man fan. I'm more of an X fan, myself, but if you like Mega Man, you'll probably like that game. Art style looks really good. They went the cell shaded route, and it looks really good. You all set, Sob, or you want me to keep talking? So yeah. So I don't know if Sob's still here. So let me see if I can find something, a game that we haven't talked about yet. I could try this game called High Guard.
Hold on, hold on,
Uh,
hold on, hold on. I'm not. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry. I left the lights on in my car.
oh,
So what were you talking
so
about?
so I just went to another game.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
just I
High
just
guard.
went to High Guard. This looks like what you were looking for, action packed, fast paced, non Souls game. You see people sliding around, shooting and shit. Uh, looks cool. You're riding on horses, doing drive-bys on horses. I seen somebody throw an eagle in the air and stuff, and I don't know. Looks cool, but it looks like it's gonna be a hero shooter. So that's why I'm like, oh, that's too bad. Would be cool if this was an actual game, but this is definitely giving huge hero shooter vibes. So we'll see what it turns out to be. Sob.
I feel bad for this game. I don't know why this game was the last one to be shown. Obviously, we wanted a big single player game to be shown off. Nothing multiplayer wise, unless it's like a really big multiplayer that has like maybe Unreal Tournament, something that has some pull. And if you see online, people can get this kind of thing where you can see how many dislikes the video has. That shit has so many dislikes. It's unbelievable. Like,
Damn.
they have a hill to climb. And I get it. When they showed up, they said from creators of Apex and Titanfall. Those are pedigree games. Titanfall and Apex are pedigree games. The people behind it, I know, can make a first-person shooter. You know? So,
Mhm.
I trust that. But the game looks pretty standard. And that's why I don't want to bully it like everybody else. Because if this was made by another company that's never made shooters, the developers behind it, I will be like, yeah, I don't have high hopes for this. If it's the same team who made Valorant and made this game, yeah, those are not first person shooter creator experts. Sorry. But this is the team behind Titanfall series and Apex. Hell yeah, I'll be interested in the shooting mechanics of that. But yeah, this is just another multiplayer shooter.
I
I
see.
I have no.
Oh, yeah. Anything else? What's the next
All
game
right.
you want to talk about?
So let's see. We're talking about the Game Awards. So yeah, it is up 11% from last year.
Mm.
Meaning it's the most watched, as they say, but meaning the numbers when they got it from Twitch and YouTube, okay? It's up 11%. But that does not include the people who watched it on Amazon Prime. That could be even more people. Because when you're watching on Amazon Prime, you get the 4K version. If you watch it on Twitch and what's it called? YouTube, you get the 2K version. So there are people who want to watch it in 4K, so they'll pop right into Prime instead, Amazon Prime. So yeah, this is a success story. I know people pick on it as they do, but I think it's a very important thing to push our medium forward. As I said, we need something like this. We need to show that we're just as important or more important than like the Grammys, Oscars. You know what I mean? We have to have a respectable thing. So yeah, congrats to the Game Awards, and I think this was the best one yet. I know you didn't watch it, so hello.
Mhm.
That's it. What's your
Oh, I'm
comments?
sorry. Huh?
What's your comments about it? Anything?
Not really.
All right.
Um, I don't. Nothing I could really think of. No, nothing there.
All right, that's it. Moving on. This was funny. This one was going around that Google pulled the plug on Dreamcast web browser. So for this long ass time, you could use you could search shit on Google on and then Dreamcast web browser. After 25 years, what do you think of that?
I had no idea. I never even thought about doing that. Um, uh, what made them do that? That's what I'm wondering.
Who knows? Who
That's what I
knows?
want. What on earth made them do that? And who was using Dreamcast? Who was using Google on Dreamcast anyway? The fuck? Who even has it like honestly? There's a lot of questions there. A lot of questions there, but I don't know. I don't think Dreamcast is like really tripping, but they were probably laughing at it too. Like, what the hell took you guys so long?
Yeah,
Very strange. That was random. That is random as hell.
it is. Moving on. We're talking about November 2025 reports. Year on year, last year, uh, well, this year
Huh?
it was minus 4% compared to last November. Hardware spending is down by 25%. Call of Duty was number one selling game in November, followed by Battlefield 6 and 2K26. Battlefield 6 is still the best selling game of 2025 overall in the United States. Black Ops saw a double-digit decline in full game dollar sales. So those reviews and clips and all that just showing how the game is really hurt it. The PS5 is the top-selling hardware for November, followed by the Switch. The third is the Next Playground. Overall, this is where we're finished with November and everything is counted. So Next Playground is the third hardware sale, and Xbox is placed but in third place though due to numbers, which I don't know who's spending $800 or $750 on or whatever on an Xbox. That still blows my mind. Okay, who's rich enough to buy that stuff? 1.6 million units of video game hardware were sold in November. It has been the lowest for November since 1995, which was at 1.4 million. Do you understand how long ago that was? That's really bad. That means shit is not selling. Xbox Series sales dropped by 70%. PlayStation 5 was down by 40%, and Switch 2 sales were down 10%. So, the best PS5 DualSense Midnight Black controller was a top-selling accessory overall. So this is, I find the Next Playground still funny because if you remember, I don't know if you remember, but it is basically an Xbox Kinect. You know how you use your whole body as a video game? That's what Next Playground is. Isn't that kind of poetic or ironic that Xbox, who started out with the Kinect last console generation, dropped it because nobody wants to play it, and now somehow it comes to haunt them that a device that is like Kinect gets defeated by it in third place?
That is kind of funny.
That is hilarious. I wonder if they're kicking themselves right now when they saw that in the boardroom.
It's well deserved after the practices, some of the questionable practices that Xbox has done. Yeah, people are buying video game systems less, it sounds like, from your statistics.
Yes, people are being more penny pinching since the whole how things are going.
Well, I mean, if you're a console gamer, majority of your games are going to be $70 to maybe $50, and it takes a while for those prices to drop for those console physical discs. Not like how it is digitally where I get a Steam sale like every goddamn month, it feels like, almost. So I think that in conjunction with how expensive things are now and inflation, that's probably why people stop buying video game systems less, and there's probably a lot more pirates out there now. I guess that's all I really have to say about that. It was surprising hearing Battlefield 6 being the most bought game of the year, only because it came out towards the end of the year. But I guess I underestimated how much it would actually sell. I thought Clair Obscur would probably be the most sold game. But Battlefield 6 is Battlefield 6. It's a large franchise. It's been around for a while. So that's pretty cool news, though. I'm happy about that because I want to get Battlefield 6. And not surprised about how Call of Duty's been turning out. They kind of started shooting themselves in the foot years ago when they started adding like random characters to the game, like Snoop Dogg and Nicki Minaj and all these goofy outfits. And I just kind of seen it go downhill from there. So now with Battlefield 6 coming out, and and it's a solid game. It's not like how it was with 2042. People really have something to compare Call of Duty to now, and I think because of that, the holes and all the bad things about Call of Duty are being magnified even more because of the success of Battlefield 6. And that's all I have to say on that.
Do you know that this will be, I believe, the first time that Battlefield has ever beat Call of Duty head to head?
This is the first time.
Correct.
Damn. People love them some Call of Duty. That's all I can say there.
Call of Duty is basically like, every year an American will buy 2K26 or Madden. Call of Duty is always on that list right there. It's like a staple.
Yep. I
However,
feel
this
bad
year,
for people. What were you gonna say?
it's just crazy to believe that Call of Duty, even the weakest Call of Duty, which at the time was World War II and Ghosts, those still beat the Battlefields released that year.
Hmm.
So even at their weakest, Call of Duty has never been beaten head to head by Battlefield. This will be the first time.
I feel bad for people who just play Call of Duty and NBA 2K and Madden, and that's it. Like there are so many good games out there,
Um,
and they're
we're talking about the
what?
modern, by the way. I think we're talking about the modern because I can't speak for like the Call of Duty World War version because I don't know. I think Battlefield. I don't know those numbers. Battlefield and the old Battlefield and the World War versus Call of Duty the World War versions. I have no real insight on that. However, I know about the modern versions that Battlefield has never beaten Call of Duty. Even with Battlefield 1 and Battlefield V, those lost against Call of Duty. Just to say that.
Okay, gotcha. All right, what was the next topic?
No, we're continuing with this topic. See, this one upsets me, okay? This is by Circana.
Oh
People
boy.
are reporting this stuff, right? However, they're
Mhm.
putting it in its own kind of bubble, in its own kind of thing. They say, "Oh, this is hardware. Nobody wants to buy consoles anymore." They reached their limit in people buying consoles. They keep bringing that up.
What do
And
you mean
then
by reach their limit?
that's what I'm saying. When people say that, it's because they say, "Oh, there's not enough people to buy it." Basically, there's a limit. There's a limit of people you can sell to who don't want to buy it. And I think that's a bold-faced lie. I think that's a very what they try to say is, "Oh, instead of getting a console, they reached the limit, so buy a PC." People want to buy PCs now, but realistically, if we're moving with the times, this is not just a console thing. It's PCs as well because GPUs are at an all time. They got low, now they're gonna get high again because the Nvidia rumors coming out. Nvidia is gonna start cutting out making gaming GPUs. RAM is up. You could get 264 gigabytes for $900 now, $800 to $900. It used to be like $100 or some shit like that, cheap. Now it's like too expensive. Most people just try to put this in its own thing, but they have to put it with gaming PCs. Gaming PCs are not sustainable anymore. It's not where you're saying, "Oh, build your own PC. It's cheap." No longer. You can't. I think we're gonna hit a very dark times during video games next year, if I'm to be honest. For just in general, PC and console gaming. Me personally,
Dark times. What makes you think that?
because like AI is taking everything, so all those chips and all that things, they're focusing on giving the servers for the AI more of a what's it called priority basically to sell. They're not gonna sell to video games, even though video games make a lot of money, more than music and movies combined in the business entertainment sector. They're the best. They sell the best shit, the most. I mean, who cares? AI is way more money because it could be towards military. It's just states and countries and just government money. Though those can be that's a lot more than what video games can provide. You know what I mean? Or cars. Even cars are gonna get more expensive due to all this stuff. So yeah, we're being fucked. So I think just video games in general, and I think that's the thing. Consoles, I think, can I think consoles are gonna make a certain comeback. I think over time they're gonna sell more than PCs because to make a PC now is not cheap. You can't say that no more. No more now. It's just fucked. And I think consoles are just gonna be creeping a little more. It depends, obviously on game plans and stuff. So I think it's just bad for gaming in general. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You know how you say, oh, well, you could just get a PC or a cheap gaming laptop. Not anymore. That shit's about to blow through the roof.
I mean, it really depends on what games you're trying to play. If you're trying to play the newest games, then yeah, you're gonna be looking to spend, you know, I'd say at least 700 or 800. If you're just trying to play games, maybe smaller games made by indie developers that aren't very dependent on having a high graphics card, then there's a lot of that too. But then it also depends on if you're okay with not playing games at max settings and stuff. And I don't know, there's a lot of nuances in it. Not completely disagreeing with you, but there are there you can definitely get a PC and play of that hundreds of games smoothly, but it really just depends on the type of games you like to play. That's all.
I think gaming is just gonna be in a rough pinch overall, but I think GTA will be the system seller. Eventually, next year if it releases consoles, it's not gonna release on PC by the way. GTA never releases day one on PC, so they release years on after. So consoles are gonna get a shot in the arm with GTA coming out, and people are not. There's a lot of people who just have to sell their shit and buy a console for that. So that's when we're gonna see it up. But other than that, oof, it's gonna be bad because of the whole AI thing. So yeah, moving on. Game impressions. I'm gonna talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I am 112 hours in the game. I'm at 81%. It says through the campaign. I am slowly moving through this thing. It is, I think it is one of the best RPGs I've ever played in my lifetime. I really do have to say that. I I
Hmm.
just enjoy I enjoy how you if you know how to fight with low end armor and stuff, you can fight, but it'll be hard. But if you get the high end knight armor, yeah, you'll do well. So it's not limited. You know how in other RPG games you tend to there's a character that out levels you, and you can't get there until you grind. You know what I mean? I like how natural it feels. You can go and fight whomever you want. Could be one of those knights over there you see in shining armor in the building, but his fighting style is what makes him better. You're not used to the fighting style to a typical guard that does basic moves, you know what I mean? And their experience is
Hmm.
not that high, or you're fighting somebody with a pole axe or something like that. So I like how natural it feels for an RPG. It doesn't limit me to areas unless obviously it's story locked. But other than that, I can go pretty much anywhere I want that's on the map, and I like that. I grew over time. I get as I play different games or get older, whatever you want to call it. I like how a game can respect your time and not level lock you. I like that. But yeah, I enjoy how I naturally you become natural at speech. So if you unlock the right paths or talk to more people or haggle really well, just natural things that you would do in real life, you'll get better with speech. You'll understand what's the better choices, and you'll unlock more talking paths. I just like the whole natural thing. That's pretty much. I'm salivating or I'm sounding like I'm gagging on this game, but man, this game really just I feel great getting lost into the world. But yeah, that's my Kingdom Come 2. Oh, I'm gonna still on my list is to play Control after this. Trying to finish it before the year ends. And I'm at 81% for the campaign, but every time I get to that story, I get sidetracked by just stealing something, talking to somebody, and activating a new quest, and I'm just lost into this world. But yeah, Half. What about you? Half. I'm gonna kick your ass. Half. Bitch ass. He must have went to use the bathroom or something. I think half.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Yeah, what up?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, your what's your game impression to close it out?
Um, on Kingdom on my recent games
Yeah.
I've been playing. Um, so I've been playing Liza P, and I don't know if I talked about this in the last podcast, but it's like my first Souls-like game, and it's been pretty fun. I put it on the challenging difficulty. It was like easy mode, light mode, and like challenging. So I chose that one, and I've been getting my ass kicked a lot. Um, frustrating but fun. I got to a point that frustrated me last night, and I had to stop. So I went back to Cyberpunk. Uh, been playing the crap out of that. The building in that game is insane. I've been enjoying that thoroughly. Might even play it a second or third time to see everything that happens, because it's really good. And that's really all I have to say there.
All right, so
Want to wrap this up, Sam?
yeah, so how about you? Oh yeah, so thank you for listening to us. Like or dislike, sub if you like. Follow. Shout out to Lesu Games TTV. It's
Shout
L
out to
E
Leslie.
yeah LESUGAMEZTTV. Search him up and give him love. Very entertaining. Haf, you got anything to say?
Nope, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sundays, and happy holidays to you guys. Stay safe out there.
Yes, happy. Oh, also, don't forget to follow Half Big Villain. He's got an Instagram, correct?
Yeah, yeah, just follow my Twitch. That's where I game. Um, it's at Half Big Villain Twitch TV or something like that. It's in the bio, so you can see it there.
Yes, sir.
So,
Thank you for listening.
mhm.